Hey there, it's Robert. Last weekend, I built a ChatGPT AI analyzer for multifamily apartment buildings. Basically, what I wanted to do was I wanted to take an offering memorandum. I wanted to feed it into this AI, and I wanted it to do a quick analysis for me. I wanted to see what my cash on cash return would be. I wanted to see if there were any, gotchas. I wanted to see if I could increase the rents. So I did this whole thing. And I've been running it through a few OMs, and it's actually coming out to be pretty accurate. So I'll show you a whole quick demo on that. We're going to go to the internet. We're going to download an OM that's just open and out there. We're not going to use any confidential information that we shouldn't be. And we'll compare the AI analysis against the offering memorandum. And fingers crossed, the AI is getting it right. I'll show you how I programmed the AI, and I'll also walk through some of the additional steps for you. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. Here I am sharing my screen. I have a little ducky on my screen today. Thank you very much, being wallpaper. So here is my ChatGPT analyzer. I've built a building OM analyzer, and then I also built quick expenses from the OM. So what we're going to do is we're going to just look for a quick okay, this looks like a standard. Yeah, this looks like a standard offering memorandum. Okay, so let's download it. We're going to save it to our desktop. Okay, so there it is. It's in Kent, Washington. And I am going to say analyze my OM. Comes back, upload the OM, and it asks me what my investment criteria is. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to our desktop and acquisitions offering memorandum, the Knoll Apartments. It's going to upload it. I would like to invest in a single story block construction apartment building that will get me a 10% cash on cash return. Okay, now it's going to analyze it. Here is the detailed analysis of the offering memorandum. .68 cap at a 2.1 million NOI, 215 units. Okay, this is a big building. It's a garden style building. We have 27 studios, 121 one bedrooms, and 67 two bedrooms. Okay, let's projected zero year one. Okay, it's giving me some demographic area. 9.3 acres. Tells me a little bit about the area, the general description of the property. Okay, what are the pro forma rents? Will pro forma rents achieve my cash on cash goal? And what it's doing now is it's actually going to do some calculations. So it's looking at the pro formas for the apartments. It's looking at the studio mix, and then it's going to calculate what the revenue is going to be based on that. And we can watch it do this in real time. Okay, so when it's proceeding with the calculations, I find that this is where it gets a little confused sometimes. It will just bail or it'll come up with some error and then I'll have to recalculate it two or three times. So again, this is just a good guide for us to look at, and you really want to compare these numbers against the actual offering memorandum before you make an offer. Obviously, this is really meant to just give you a high level to see if this property is even worth underwriting. So even at the pro forma, our cash on cash return looks like it's only going to be about 5.04%. Obviously, this is just knowing that we downloaded off the internet, so I don't even know if this is a deal that is available now. It looks like it was a deal from pre-COVID. So based on this, let's take a look. Is there any seller financing available? Obviously, back in 2020, if that's when this was from, there probably wouldn't be. Okay, yeah, this is ancient interest rates. So, yeah, what you can do is in properties nowadays, a lot of properties are either offering assumable financing or they're offering seller financing, and that is obviously preferable to the current interest rates. So, okay, so I feel like we've got a pretty good handle on this. Can you create investor focused 6 slide PowerPoint presentation based on this information? Yeah, and what I like to do here is if this is something that I want to pursue, I've already got the PowerPoint. I can just go in and clean it up, and everything is just there, and it's a good investor deck. Um, Once you review and confirm these outlines, I will proceed to create the PowerPoint presentation slides. So I'm just going to say go ahead. Okay. And it actually gives me a link to download this. And let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, property overview, financial overview, unit mix and rents, demographic information, investment considerations. Um, yeah, so this is a pretty good starting point. It doesn't give me the pro forma rents, but I certainly can ask it to and regenerate the PowerPoint. That's no problem for it to do at all. So let's take a look at this. Actually, let's close this. Let's take a look at this compared to the OM itself. So I just want to verify some of the details. We'll do like a spot verification. So we know that the address is 11239 Southeast 260th in Kent. That's here. We know that, let's see, the Forum real estate acquisition deal. That looks like the group. I've never heard of them, but they are listed in the broker name and company over in the GPT. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the asking price here. So physical location, property summary. Okay, so we've got purchase price at 44.5 with a total acquisition cost of 47.8. That is consistent with here. We've got estimated loan amount 29.4. Let's see, I think I saw that number somewhere in here. 29.4. That's the new loan amount. This has some additional third-party equity. This is this is a pretty bigger deal. So you have projected cash on cash returns of 625, 635, and 650 in year three. Let's see if it came back with that, if it got that from the document or it actually calculated its own cash on cash return. So it's probably not using the same exact numbers that it's using over here. And I think that it's getting confused because it is not looking at things like third party equity, stuff like that. It did get the 2.77 interest rate, which is definitely pre-COVID. Let's see what else. Yeah, these are all from 2020, so this is not a current OM at all. Let's see what the rents are in here. Okay, so here's the underwriting analysis. And I've never seen this OM before. So we've got post-COVID. Okay, good. This is good. 1209 post-COVID. 1410, 1 and 1 post-COVID, and 2-1 post-COVID is 1614. Now, I'm just going to point out what's interesting here is that the rent is $1 higher pre-COVID. So, take take that what it's worth. So this all looks like this is pretty accurate. You've got obviously a lot of employees in the area, as the GPT pointed out. So yeah, this is a really good place to start. I can jump in, I can pretty up the deck, I can verify the numbers, I can do a formal underwriting. And so this looks pretty good. So how did I build this? So basically what I did was I went in and let's go to edit my GPTs, explore GPTs, my GPTs, and that. Okay. So basically, when you have the paid version of ChatGPT, you can do these things called GPTs. You just basically can create new GPTs for yourself. So I created this apartment building OM analyzer and I gave it a description, analyze information in an apartment building OM and confirm whether it fits my investment criteria. Then I tell it who it is. I say it's a real estate analyst. It's trained to read commercial real estate offering memorandum. Um, you'll ask me to upload the OM for the deal. And this is the data that I want. I want the name of the apartment complex, address, the broker contact info, the number of units, all of this stuff. I want the rent comps for the area. I tell it you may pull this from other sources other than the OM. So what I do is, because I don't want to have the GPT come back with a bunch of errors and a bunch of, kind of misinformation. I really want it to stay within the confines of the OM that I upload. I don't want it going needing random information from the internet, because that could be wrong in the context of this particular deal. So I specifically tell it, for rent comps, you may pull this from other sources other than the OM. That doesn't seem to really be working right now. So it's definitely something that I need to kind of play with and figure out. And then I say, note your confidence in your answers. So if it says I'm not confident in these answers, that's a really good piece of information for me to know. If it comes back and it says I am confident in this, then that's great. And then basically here I say finish by creating a 6 or 7 slide PowerPoint presentation for this opportunity. And then that literally is all I need to do. I can upload these documents and go, and then I can get these OMs analyzed. If you would like more information on this, or if this is something that you think you would be able to use for your analysis, I would love to hear more. I'd love to hear, how would you use this? What other information would you like? Personally, I would like it to build out an entire underwriting analysis. I would want it to just, analyze this property, and then I can just feed it hundreds of OMs. And it's a really good way to expand your portfolio really quickly, because you just get to look at so many more deals. Anyway, if you have any questions, drop a note in the comments. And thanks very much. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.